you know, resolutions I think are important, you know, because if you don't have them, I don't know that New Year's resolutions, new month resolutions, but I do think that New Year's or that resolutions are important. And so like how, because you've had some resolutions, how have you been able to maintain, you know, some of these resolutions? You know, what are some of the things that you do, that you memorize, you know, whatever, like, give us some wisdom on your resolution repertoire.
Well, I think for me, like the important thing is to share them with somebody that I can be accountable with.
Right. Okay.
And by doing that, I know that they are going to check in with me and ask me how it's going. And, you know, there's been a couple of things that, you know, I've implemented as far as like a morning routine or a morning meditation, or, you know, things that I want to start my day with that I'll share with somebody so that they can, so that I can basically let them know how it's going. And that person will know that if I haven't checked in with them for a minute, that they probably need to check in with me, right? So that for me is a big one, is just having somebody to be accountable to. Like one of the character defects that I struggle with, that I, you know, I have to really, really work on and try hard for, is just to be open and honest with people. And it's not like I'm dishonest, but I'm not as, you know, willing to discuss my struggles with people as I would like to be, you know, because I recognize that there's value in it, and I recognize that, you know, doing so will allow me to grow. And it's sometimes difficult for me to share a, what do I want to say, an error, you know, or a backslide.
Right.
You know, say if I've committed to, you know, eating healthy, it's hard for me to share a binge.
Sure.
You know, or it's hard for me. There's embarrassment that comes with it. And so having that person that I know is going to call me out on it, along with me, you know, trying to be forthcoming with that information, is crucial to how that resolution is going to play out in my life.
Sure.
You know, and so it becomes difficult. Like I wish I had, you know, a lot more wisdom when it comes to that. Like I feel like I'm really, really good at starting and being consistent and going back to, like, that's the other thing, is like, if I do get off track for a minute, like, it's not game over.
Right.
It's not the end of it.
Right.
Like, it just means like, okay, this is just another part of the process. Like, I've got to get back on the horse. I've got to, you know, just keep moving forward. Like, you know, with me, like, for my weight loss journey this last year, over the course of the year, I lost about 40 pounds.
Ooh.
Yeah, which is great, you know, and
It is.
and I should be absolutely satisfied with that. But it was so up and down. And you know, like, there's this huge part of me that's like, man, like, if I really would have worked hard,
Right.
it could have been 100 pounds. It could have been 80 pounds. It could have been, you know, more. And I think it's important for me to recognize that it's progress.
Right.
And that the important part is that I've, you know, no matter where it's taken me, that I keep at it, I keep trying, and I keep coming back to it. And so for me, that's been really, really important, is just to keep doing it.
Right.